Okay, this is activity BK11, and we did a problem like this back in week one, and I generated this solid object using a part design. I want to do something crazy and generate first the surfaces associated with this, and then basically close the surfaces and ask Catia to make a solid body out of it. That this is just to show you some of the features. Uh, Frankly speaking, I don't care how you do that. However, in this particular problem, I want to be dealing with surfaces, and therefore you're shooting yourself in the foot if you go back and try to do it the way it was done in week one. All right, so let me go ahead and we start with the part file. I'm going to call it BK11. This is activity BK11, right? Say OK. Immediately save it. I'm already in the wireframe and surface design. You can see that. So I go and save this thing, save as, and I'll make, yep, just like that in that folder. Put it in that folder. Okay, so let me minimize this so that I can see the dimensions here on the side. All these things out of the way. All right. Let's do it on that vertical plane. I will sketch uh, something that looks like that. Now units, better change these things to inches because I think my units are in millimeters right now. Uh, Tools, options, and I'm going to change it to millimeters so that I don't get confused. Good. All right, so I draw something like that and then we clean it up. Maybe there, like so. Okay. Dimensions. So let's put some dimensions here. This is 4.5 inches, 4.5. Okay. This angle is, well, actually, this is, let's say, 1.5. Okay. This angle is 60. So dimension between this and that, 60. Okay. And let's see now, this length is, let's see what it is, 1, very close to 1. Okay. That angle is 60 also, so the angle dimension between this and that's going to give you the angle 60. Okay. That length is 3.5. Okay, and I think that specifies all the dimensions that I want for the outer thingy. Now I'm going to draw a circle here. If I select the shift button, it will ignore all the constraints. It won't put any constraints that I don't want to inadvertently. So let's see now, from the center from this to that vertical edge is 3.5. So this, oh, well, okay, this ray diameter is 1. Take that. Dimension from this point to that line is 3.5. Okay. And the dimension from the center all the way down is 1. So I think this at the center to this is 1. Hopefully it looks like what we have over there, and it does. Then I do another circle on this side. Hold the shift button down so that it wouldn't put any constraints for you as you move things around. The diameter of that is 0.5. Okay. And the location 1 inch away from that edge, and vertically 0.5 inches away. So the center of this to that. Oops, cancel. Try it again. Zoom in. You have problems here. The dimension from this to that line should be 0.5. 0.5. Exit. Okay. Okay, so I've created a sketch, and what I would like to do is to put a surface through this thing that you see here. And that is called fill. So you go, here's the way you create surfaces. You go to FILL. And if you have an older release of Catia, maybe one that goes 5, 6 years ago, there will not be an inner boundary tab here. Okay, so here at the version that you have at university, you have outer boundary, inner boundary. So when you select this, the whole thing is selected. And that's going to cause a problem because when you say, okay, even if you don't select the inner boundary, if you select this and say preview, it says, you know what? The surface that you have selected or the boundary that you have selected is an outer boundary, closed boundary, and an inner closed boundary. And in order to make something like that, extract the the extract the curves so that the outer and inner boundaries are clearly defined. So cancel that. Now, cancel that for a second. And another way of doing this, and if I have, I don't know whether I did it in class or not, but another way of doing this thing is not to put these curves here, these circles here, just the outer sketch, and then you can fill it. And on that surface, you're going to draw these two circles, and then you can use the saw to split it. That you can do. However, I insist on doing it the way I was planning, and it says go extract. What does extract means? So if you go here, if you go to Operations tab, there is this icon which says extract. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract these things, these outer ones. So it's going to be 1. Instead of doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alternative is to change this thing to say point continuity. You select this, and then it goes all the way around. Otherwise, you have to go select all these 6 of them. We say okay. So we extracted that, and we do exactly the same thing on this side. Okay, except that for this side, because there is no point continuity, you have to do it twice. You click on it. So it doesn't matter. I select this, but it's not going to select that one because they're not connected to each other. Okay, so I select this, no problem. And if I wanted to select the other one option is to go there and select this, or do it twice. Basically, 2 and 3 have been these two curves. So what I have here is 3 extractions. One of them is the outer one, and these 2 are going to go in the inner one. Now I go to FILL. It says outer boundary is extract 1. Inner boundary is extracts 2 and 3. And then preview, and there we are. There are many ways of doing things like this. This is one way. As I said, the alternative would have been forget about this extract business, draw that surface or FILL, get that surface, go on it, draw the circle, draw another circle, and use the split. Okay, good. So let's move on. And what I want to do is I want to take these surfaces and extrude them in the in that direction. Now, if you look at this thing, it says, what is that? I think it looks like 0.5. Okay, so I go surface, I go extrude. First of all, this whole thing, because I extracted, probably the whole thing will be taken. Okay, no problem. That's good. All right. And let me see for a second. Direction, yeah, it doesn't matter to us. I can do it the other direction if you want. Yeah, okay, so no problem. Or this way. I say okay. Except that this should be 0.5. All right, that's fine. Now, uh, for this thing to be on the other side, there's several ways that you can do that. And one is to, for example, create a plane and project that entire thing on that plane. Okay. Oh, by the way, I want to do these extrude these things too. So extrude this fellow and that fellow. I forgot to do that. Okay, I guess you have to do it twice. Oops, no problem. Extrude this. Okay, 0.5. If planar profile is extruded, use the default normal as the direction. That's okay, not a big deal. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a plane on this thing that I haven't created the face yet. Where is the plane? Let's get the plane here, right there, plane. And the method that I'm going to use, for example, is oh, I don't know. Maybe it's well. Okay, fine. How about offset? Okay, we can use offset. Offset from that vertical plane in that direction, where the distance is 0.5. So notice that I've created a plane right there, and it's 0.5 millimeter, 0.5 inch away from that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to project that um, uh, that uh, well, one way is to project it. The other one, can we translate? Let's go and translate. Let's go and see whether translate is going to be better. So here is the uh, rotate translate that face. Actually, I didn't even need that plane. Okay, so a distance of I created that plane was totally unnecessary. Direction is direction X because I changed my strategy as I was doing it. And the distance is 0.5, 0.5. The only thing is that I want to keep the original surface too. I'm not sure whether this will do it or not. We'll just keep it okay. Preview. Yeah, okay, that's good. Excellent. All right. Now, this is not a solid object. Look, guys, I created this plane, but it was unnecessary because my strategy changed as I was doing this thing along, as I was going along. Now, uh, I want to join all of these. Okay. Because in order to make a solid out of this object, you have to have a single, essentially surface. So I say join, and now it takes a while. There may be faster ways of doing this thing. So I select the extrude one, and then there was this guy, and then there was that guy, and then you say, okay, good. So it's all, if I hide this thing, everything is going to go. Oh, I forgot to add that. I forgot to add those surfaces. Forgot to add these side surfaces. Okay. Now if I hide it, everything should go. Yeah, good, good, good. Undo. Okay, now, how do I make a surface out of a closed, how do I make a solid out of a closed surface? So what you need to do is to go and find something. Obviously, as soon as you say solid, you're out of luck. This workbench has nothing to do with solids. So you have to go back to mechanical design, part design, and look for something that says thicken. Now, what I'm trying to show you is one of these icons that we had in the actual presentation. Let me see if I can find, let me see if I can find the presentation for you so that you know what I'm referring to. Right there on the from solid to surface, uh, you got to find this guy, part design, okay? Surface based. Let's see, this is dress up, sketch based. I don't see my toolbar here, so I go to view. You can reset it, but I don't see it. Surface based. Let's see, RS. Surface based feature, right there. Okay, right there. And this is thicken. Notice that it is that icon. Okay. So you click on it, you select that joint, and you say, okay, there you are. Okay. You want to hide all these, I mean, the surface is still there. If you say right click, show it to me. Actually, the surfaces are there. Let me just go ahead and see where they may be in the hiding. Let's check that. Nope. Okay, so let me do Control F. Control F. Get all the sketches. Oops, not there, not there. Sketches. Sketch. Sketch. Get them and hide them. Okay. That fellow, there's another sketch somewhere that is not hidden. Those are extractions. That's why they're not hidden. So this guy all the way to these, hide it. Yep. All the planes. One, this, that useless plane that I never used. So what you see here is there. Now, it looks like the surface, once I joined it, I don't have access to that surface. It looks like it because I cannot see it. Let me hide the solid. Let me hide the solid, see whether actually the surface comes into the Jomo. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. So the surface is there. Now you can't delete this because this guy depends on it. If you say, show me the solid, it covers the surface. Please note that the reason I did this thing the long way because I wanted to show you some features. In here, we saw for example, the fill which had the two tabs. You saw the extract. You saw the uh, thickening of an object of a surface. You use join. So anyway, that's what you know. I have a feeling that this drawing, you see these? Oh, this is 0.25. That thing looks like I couldn't read this thing. It says 0.25, 0.5. That's why this looks a little bit thicker than that. We can always go and fix this. So, for example, let's go back here. First time that I did this thing was in extrude, right? Extrude. Let's make this thing 0.25. Okay, fine. And the other fellow, this one I just did, that one, 0.25. That fellow, 0.25. Uh, okay. We're running into some kind of problem here. So let me translate 0.25. Okay, there we are. Now it looks like that. Good luck.